All right, it's my recap and analysis using the STRAT for futures on November 21st. Another crazy day, which the past 3 days have been exactly the same, where they've pushed it up overnight, and then there is Ukrainian-Russian news, and boom, they slam it down, and then they buy it right back up. I wonder what the odds are that that will continue tomorrow. Yeah, it was. I mean, if we look at basically, look at the 30-minute here. Here's that they grinded it up. They opened it, and then they just took all of those stops, boom, all of them out, stopped everybody out over the whole overnight session. Pretty much just stopped anybody that was long, got stopped out, and then they reversed it and took it almost up to the top. If we look at the day before, they ran it up kind of into the during the day, and then took them out, moved it up. It wasn't as violent up on Wednesday, and then let's see, the 18th is Monday. I guess when Monday opened, oh yeah, Monday wasn't the day. So then, yeah. Oh yeah, Tuesday took it down some, and then brought it back up some, and then dumped it, and then violently took it back up. So, similar, but not. I mean, if you look at the 1 minute at open, it just I was actually predisposed right at the open, and I missed it. But it once like this minute 3, boom. So when I came in, it was somewhere around here. It was just nuts, and then that's when I normally go. So the market's going crazy, then I end up going crazy, and I feel like I missed out, and that really gives me more FOMO. And that's when I do something stupid and then get blown out in one of these retracements. And I didn't do that today, so I feel pretty good about myself on that. I did. So then I'm kind of scared. So then I did catch a little bit of this down move here. I scalp it because I'm afraid of that bounce up. And then as it was coming back down in here, I caught some more of it in the one combine I have remaining, and hit like $800 and locked that up. And then I did trade a little bit with one micro, and when this happened, I pretty much locked up 3 of my XFAs and only left one. I have 4 going on. The one that is in drawdown, I only left that open to see if I could scalp some stuff. So kind of on this move back up, I was using one micro, and I made like $120 in that XFA on one micro, and then tried to do some stuff, and kind of scalp it back and forth, and up and down, up $6 here, down $6 here, but stayed right around that 120 some dollar gain, locked that out, and called it a day. So I would give my trading a B, but on these days like this, where there's all this movement, there are days that, especially with the strat, are days that you really have to, make hay when we got all this movement, and pretty good movement in one direction at a time. So there were multiple opportunities for good entries and follow through. So I just need to improve on that, and I did miss the one entry, but so feel good about not forcing stuff. So everything's full time frame continuity to the upside. I've kind of redone my broadening formation analysis and still think we're in this broadening formation, this weekly broadening formation from these 2 3s. And this, push out, they tried to expand it and it failed, and so now we're back into it. I think we did close, we closed above the high of this 3. So if we stay above there, I'll be looking for longs tomorrow. And if we're down below that, what is that high? 788.50. If we're below that, then I'll maybe kind of look for shorts, kind of have that be my line in the stand tomorrow. We do have this day target up here. If we go 2 up, continuation, we're way closer to doing that than going the 2 up, 2 down trigger here. The ES actually did hit its daily target on its 2 up continuation move with the full time frame continuity. This 59.15 has been kind of a level. If you look at it, was like resistance here. And if you go back into lower time frames, you can kind of see some deals in it. It was support somewhere else further back. And it kind of, once we got up there, it was kind of bouncing along that and held, if I look at, if I go to the ES on the shorter time frame stuff, where was that at? So right here it was kind of holding that 15. It swept it, and then was holding it here, and then from there it just went off. So I'll have to keep an eye on that level also. And then the Russell was stronger. It had, this was a hammer candle, so that really should have been a momentum hammer trigger. It hit that daily target, and now there's another daily target up there if it goes 2 up continuation. Oh, it's a long way from going 3 on the week. The ES is pretty good. I mean, it could push that. It's moved that much in a day. It could be trying to go 3 out, outside on the week. So just have to see about that. Other than that, nothing good there. So the YM was if you look at my video, yesterday's video was my #1 setup, because we had these 2 close targets. So I said not much magnitude, but it could, they go, it could blast some momentum, and it did. It took all 3 of those targets out. Now, it actually took hit the target out early. Okay, so here's that day trigger, and it actually took it out at 5:25. I think I woke up at like 5:40, and so I already had an alert on my phone that this had triggered. And then by the time I made coffee and got everything ready, I wasn't ready, and so until after 6, and then it was already going, which, it triggered, and then it just kind of flagged here, but you could have taken that off of there, and then it hit both target, went past it some, and then it pulled back when everything dumped, after they'd pushed everything up. It dumped also, hit that weekly trigger and came back up. Well, then it re-triggered the day a couple times, boom, boom, and then after that is when it really flew. And so if I would have been watching that more closely, I don't know if I would have gotten frustrated with it triggering and coming back, triggering and coming back. But so it's never a straight up to your target kind of deal, trading, which it was. And so just like all the indexes, closer to going 2-up continuation, there is that daily target up above that we'll see if they want to take that out and stop those people out and keep it a very green week. Gold just continued, so it's a 2-up continuation. It's just been a week. I mean, it's inside week, but it's just been straight up buying. I probably should have been more cognizant of that. Although, you know, the month and the quarter were down, so I was a little skeptical. Probably didn't do much. If everything keeps going like the week, then it's probably 2-up continuation to this target, but we will see on that. Bitcoin, Bitcoin almost hit the 100,000, which looks like it's destined. $99,073.53. So close to 100,000, and yeah, I've been, you know, going like seeing this pivot machine gun all set up. You know, I was hoping that it would take them all out before we went to 100,000, and that didn't happen. We're heading to 100,000, and it was all green. I was looking at Bitcoin last night, and man, it just looked. It was weird. I was like, oh my God, there's someone just capping it at, what was it, 94.5? Yeah, right here. It was just, somebody was capping it, and I didn't even think about it. I should have just put in an entry if it broke that, because someone was trying to hold it down, and once they get taken out, then you know it's going to go, and then from there it never came back to that 95,000. So it's almost like 96,000. Yeah, 90. So someone was trying to cap it at 96,000, and it never came back to that 96,000. So that you could have held that overnight. I mean, it's, you know, up and down, but now it did come down to that 96,000 in the morning, but was that 98 after the 98? So it would have taken out there if you would tried to hold it for 100,000 from there, but hopefully you would manage it better. So for tomorrow, let's watch it hit 100,000, I guess. Kind of redefined it, my triangle too. We're kind of in this weekly triangle, and I have it pushing up. So it's just been following that up. If you go from this outside week to this week, it's just been following that, kind of expanding it up. You know, once it broke up above here, it's just been expanding that up. You know, you could have a less steep triangle, but I kind of like using that as the weekly. Now, if we looked at something else, it might be a different triangle. But we'll see what happens when it hits 100,000 and see what happens next week. Probably have no interest in trading it tomorrow. Oil took out its final daily target here, and now the week actually did go outside, so we have a 3 on the week. Once 3, always a 3. So now can it get out and stay out, or does it come back in and come back through the range? We'll just have to wait and see on that, and I think that's all I have for my analysis for today.